I don't know if you'll agree with this, but planning a wedding, super stressful.
Yeah, I kind of hate it.
We decided we'd give ourselves a break, so we're in Mebane, North Carolina. That's right, Mebane.
Mebane, North Carolina. I know that's not how it's pronounced.
And we are visiting McKay's. McKay's is a bookstore, it sells video games, sells movies, and apparently they sell records.
There's some choice LPs in here that reissue some really great old blues stuff.
Welcome to the $50 challenge. Our goal is to find records for each other based on our music tastes. There are a few rules. One rule is we can't go over the budget. That budget, it's $50.
But whoever gets closest
Is the winner.
is the winner.
And rule number 2,
We cannot check each other's Discogs.
this is gonna be tough for you.
Yeah, it is.
Let's get to it.
Round 1.
I'm looking for a very specific record. And I'm like 100% positive I'm not even in the right spot. The Scat Bros. Think you'd like that? It's under $4. Look at these guys. Whoopee. Whoopee.
I don't have friends. I got family.
This looks like an interesting one. Never heard of him. Look at this guy. Look at him. I'm gonna let y'all know now. I absolutely cheated. But she's worth it.
Hi.
What's up?
Chilling.
I finished.
Finished?
Yeah, that only took me like 15 minutes.
I know.
I got some heat.
Longer than that.
I got some heat. You're gonna definitely take longer than that, but I think I did great.
Oh, I bet you did.
I got you some good stuff. Let's go the first one. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. No, don't turn your head. Close your eyes. All right. First one. You hear the bag rattling. First one. Hold on. I'm going to let them see it first.
No fair. I knew it! I almost got you one.
Did you?
Yeah.
That would have
I
been
hate
great.
how they put it on here.
I know. We got to rip those stickers off.
That's great. Next.
I'm going to show them first. It almost fell out of the jacket. All right.
I knew it!
Earthquake, 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 earthquake.
Almost got it for myself.
It's like the one Mariah Carey record you don't have.
That's true.
Which is wild.
I know, because it's the greatest.
All right. So you remember how I cheated?
I keep wanting to turn my head.
All right. You like nerd stuff.
Of course I do.
You love nerd stuff.
I love nerd things.
Take a look. I feel like you've talked about that game before.
No, but
Oh.
it's
Loser.
Round 2.
I'll be sure to stay out of your way.
okay. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
What she's doing right now. Probably having a heart attack trying to figure out what to get me without checking Discogs.
So, what do you get somebody that has everything?
I also realize I'm in like the romance novel section. I'm looking at a book called His Scandalous Kiss.
Does he have this? Does he have this? Son of a.
I did it this low because I love you.
Wow, thanks.
My back hurts.
Mine too.
Are you confident in your picks?
No, but it's okay.
That's an accurate answer for you. I'm super confident in mine.
I know you are. I'm excited. Okay.
I'm excited too.
So the first one, don't look now. The first one I found, when I was like trying to tell you like go away, because I wanted to pull this one out and I didn't want anybody to take it.
I was definitely spying.
I know you were. Let me show them first. I don't think you have this.
Let me see.
Go look.
I don't have this.
All right. So we both got a greatest hits album for each other.
That's pretty
That's
great.
pretty great.
Let me tell you, I do have Dizzy Up the Girl.
I know you do.
But greatest hits, that's awesome.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Love it.
And another one, I don't know if you have it or not. Don't
I-
peek. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And look.
Ooh.
Do you have that?
No, is this another greatest
I
hits?
have no idea.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Cowboys from Hell, Psycho Holiday, Cemetery Gates. So the fun fact is I have the box set they released like 12 years ago that goes for like $400, but this has some great songs on it, and it's like,
You don't have it though.
I don't have it.
Yeah. Do you like them?
I love them.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I really love a good like bookstore, record store.
Audio visual
Yeah.
store, like everything.
Yeah.
Like the people watching this are gonna be like, you've never heard of McCabe's, you idiot.
Yeah, and I hadn't.
Who hurt you? Okay, so when I was a kid, Snake Eyes was my favorite G.I. Joe. And I had like one of those big old style ones of him. It was my favorite toy ever.
The building is very nice. It was pretty clean. Kind of gave like a Goodwill vibe with more selection and more books.
I really liked their video game selection. I did not like their video game prices.
Oh, really? I didn't get that far. I just like looked at some of the titles they had. I didn't like pull any out.
Looking at GameCube, they had maybe $15 to $20 GameCube games for like $62.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You got to get your money back, but
So I got myself the new Post Malone because
nice.
I want to hear him do country songs, and I think that's
I love
super cool.
Posty.
All right, sweet. Also,
Mhm.
because something we can play together, I got a Super Mario Wonder.
Oh, yay!
Yeah,
You did look in the Nintendo game.
of course I did.
Nice. One of the picks I got for myself, Leanne Rimes, Blue.
I'm afraid I just blew myself.
There's got to be a better way to say that.
And then I also saw this 2 times, and I was like comparing which one looked better. This jacket looked better on this one. I got Lover because I don't have it. And we're going to be using a song or two from this album in our wedding.
It's true.
So I was like, yeah, I kind of need this. So,
I love it.
yeah.
And you got some boring nerd books.
You have to have nerds.
Coroner's Journal, Stalking Death in Louisiana. It's a journal from the coroner from East Baton Rouge Parish in 1993.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She can't make up her mind about anything. Let's start this over.
Sucks. So fun. I want to go in there.
Our goal. I love that.
I know. Leave him alone. He's
Okay.
getting that buggy for his wife because she's mean.
Yeah, she doesn't look nice. To the $50 challenge. So our gift giving is love language. Welcome.
I got something. Oh my God.
Okay, so Stacy is out of town, and rather than just sit at home and sulk because I miss her, I decided I'd set up a challenge for myself. If you remember, about a month ago, we went to the Southeast Game Exchange. You should watch that video if you haven't. And we asked all of our creator friends, hey, what's your favorite album? Then we tried to purchase that album to really get a feel for who they are as a person. There's still a few on that list, which I'll throw up right here. My challenge today is to go around every record store in our town and see if I can finish off that list. The only catch is it has to stay within budget. And our budget? $100. Let's get it started. So we just pulled into our first spot. I'm not entirely sure my exact approach here. At first, I thought I just wanted to go to the closest record store to me and then branch out from there and see if I can complete the list. But I think the best approach in this situation is to hit up the record stores that I know have a very large stock first and then dwindle it down from there. Now that we're at our first spot, Hunky Dory in Cary, North Carolina, let's go in and take a look at what they got. So we are at location number 2, Nice Price Books and Records. Haven't been here in quite some time, but they always have an insane stock. So let's check it out. We get to check something off the list. I never thought I would actually find this in the wild. I thought I would have to resort to Discogs, but also, real quick, get yourself a Selector bag. These things are phenomenal. Protect your records while you're out shopping. It's great. But here's what I picked up. I picked up Saint Seneca's Dark Ark. This was recommended by Eric from the Retro Gaming Pandemic. Absolutely glorious record. I picked this up for 15 bucks used. So let's take that off the list. We're down to $85. That's all we can spend, but the way things are looking today, I don't think we'll get everything. On to Sorry State.
Ah, here we go again.
So I just left Sorry State, and I didn't spend too much time in there, but I found some good stuff. First one I found almost immediately was a used copy of Sufjan Stevens' The Age of Ads. I'm super excited to spin this one. I'm stoked that I now kind of sort of have a piece of Josh just kind of hanging out with me. Secondly, this is the only new record I got. It was quite pricey, but it makes sense for this band. I got The Cure, Wish. This is the 30th anniversary pressing. I'm excited to spin this. I haven't spent too much time with The Cure, if I'm being honest with you. I'm gonna hold off for now because there's only $15 left in the budget because both of those records together were about 70 bucks. So I'm gonna take that $15 and see if I can find a used copy of Me Without You's Brother Sister on Discogs and order that.
You're cheating!
Hey, so it's been about a week. I'm here to tell you I definitely cheated, but I got this on a Facebook group and I only spent the $15. Me Without You, Brother, Sister. Check that one off the list too. We're done for the day. Did we hit our goal of finding every record? No, but we put a really good dent in the list. So let's go home, let's clean these records and get them on the shelf. I just pulled back into the house. Thanks for coming along with me. let these people walk by, because that's weird. We're halfway through the year. We've sold a lot of records this year, and we bought a lot of records this year.
True.
Let's take a look at our most notable pickups that you haven't seen before. Every time a record leaves our collection, one usually enters. We don't film every time we go to a record store, but we do go a lot.
Yeah, we do.
So let's get it started.
Okay. What did you get?
What did you get? We all know Stone Temple Pilots.
Yes.
Let's talk some Stone Temple Pilots. I love Stone Their best album, and you can fight me on that, Core. Atlantic Records is doing a 75th anniversary campaign where all of their best and most notable albums are being repressed from the original tapes or, best source available. Mm-hmm. And it's pressed on 180 gram, 45 RPM records. Nice. I grew up on this album.
Yeah, same.
From the artwork to Dead and Bloated, which is something I belt out at least once a week in the house.
Way more than that.
It is flawless from beginning to end. I did own a color variant of this, but when you're going for audio quality, with quality record pressings, you're getting the best of the best. If this sounds half as good as my pressing of Phil Collins' Face Value, we're in for a treat.
I do not want your chef kiss. You take your chef kiss and shove it.
That's one that I grew up on, but also the one that you so lovingly gifted to me. Another one I grew up on.
I definitely bought 2 copies without realizing it, and I just didn't want to return one.
Alice in Chains' Jar of Flies.
A classic.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Flawless bangers.
Yep, I remember staring at this album like I did with all the other ones when I was very young.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all I got. It was great. Thank you. Thank you for it.
My collecting habits have changed a lot. I used to be, I need the entire discography, even if maybe I didn't like that album too much.
Yeah, I get that.
It was sort of a completionist mentality. I'm no longer like that unless the discography absolutely bangs.
Yeah.
Every Time I Die, Last Night in Town completes my discography, at least the discography that's on vinyl.
Right.
Last Night in Town is really where this band honed in their sound.
Yeah.
And then they just got progressively better and better as time went on.
Yeah.
If you have not picked this up yet, go over to Parting Gift Records. They did a whole reissue campaign.
From Indian Lakes Head Void. They had these really cool pressings with like a jacket. They're numbered. So of course, I bought one. I got number 53 out of 100. So back in 2019-ish, I was playing a lot of video games. I wasn't actively purchasing records at that time, but I discovered and fell in love with this band from Indian Lakes. I scoured the internet and found everything that I could that they made. Everything is great. They went silent for a good 5 years and then released a new album and obviously a tour. We went and saw them in Chapel Hill.
So before I met you, I had never heard of this band. You sold me. And seeing them live sold me even more.
I knew it would.
And I knew you toying with buying that pressing was like eating you up. So I was like, just go buy it.
Yeah.
Because then I get a free record. I get the standard pressing without the official jacket that you already pre-ordered. And everybody's happy.
It's free real estate.
Why don't you just quickly talk about how you win everything on Instagram?
I don't.
She just comments and they're like, you won a Ferrari.
Yeah, right. That would be nice. If anybody's giving away Ferraris, let me know.
Yeah.
I won the test pressing from Indian Lakes' new album that they released this past year.
I'm curious as to
how many test pressings there are, because there's this thing going around where they're like, it's a test pressing, but we ordered 100 of them, and at that point it's just a white label variant in my eyes.
Right. I don't know. It says 1. Quantity 1.
It does, so it might be the only one. I highly doubt it, but
Don't say that.
it could.
Again, thank you, Joe. That's freaking awesome that I got the test pressing. I call it the Holy Trinity. The test pressing, the show variant, and the pre-order.
I am on a mission, and that mission is to make sure I snatch up every Noble Records exclusive that they drop, because it is doing nothing but introducing me to some killer new bands in a whole genre I've never explored before.
Yeah.
This next record that I just got in the mail like yesterday. Fraction Moonblood. It's like 1970s heavy psych. Apparently this record is like a holy grail for collectors. This is an official pressing, and they partnered with Riding Easy Records.
Cool.
They pick the best labels to partner with. I will say I'm very, very excited for their first release as a record. I am the worst. I'm quite excited about what they're going to do as a standalone label if this is the stuff that they're putting out.
It's good. I'm glad that you've taken over getting all of the Noble Record albums, because as bad as I want to get them too, I mean, obviously we only need one set in this house.
We just talked about how
I know.
That was good stuff. Okay.
Why'd you get me this record?
No.
Why'd you buy me this?
Why I buy you that?
Yeah.
Because you don't buy yourself things you like, and you love this band. And not that I thought it was going to be a limited thing. There, you can still get it.
Yeah.
I just thought you deserved something nice.
So, this is the album, This Is Why by Paramore, but it's covered by other bands.
And remixed.
And
stuff.
remixed by other singers and bands. It has Wet Leg on there. It has Cloud, like Julian Baker.
It's a banger.
It's everything that I've ever wanted out of like artists that I love. It's so great. I think if more artists did this, I would love that.
So the theme of the ones I wanted to show you is simple. It's heavy, right? This is Nails' Unsilent Death. If you're into grindcore, think like Daughters, especially their first album. You would love this record. For me, it is the blueprint of grindcore. I'm not going to sit here and say I was listening to this band in 2010. In light of us talking about not purchasing discographies and really keeping it to the records that I love, this is really the only record I like from this band. It's raw, it's just, it's different, but at the same time kind of like really hitting that grindcore sound.
Yeah, I like that.
It stands on its own.
I like that.
Yeah.
So I have a theme too. 2024 is the year for... What? The band from Indian Lakes was busy.
Okay.
And I love that for them. They came out with their Able Bodies anniversary session. I swooped that up like as soon as it came out. I think they were selling it on something like Bandcamp.
It's sort of a reimagining of, what is it, their first album?
I think so. Yeah, I think it might be their first album. It was out in 2012, the original one.
It's rare that I really like reimaginings. Like, I think Thrice's reimagining of Artist in the Ambulance was not that great.
Yeah.
But this one, I think they did it as like a live session.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
It's so good.
It's great to watch a musician that has grown, or musicians that have grown, and revisit sort of like that what if moment.
Right.
Musicians are really the only people that can do that.
Right.
Like, they can go back and be like, what if?
Dudes, you guys are gonna go back in time. Yeah!
We would be here all day if we showed you every record we picked up over the last 6 months. This is the last one I wanted to highlight. If you're a fan of the late 90s screamo sound, Satia is a band for you. This is called Collected. It is a collection, weird how that works, of everything they've ever recorded. They were around for a very short period, and although it wasn't realized till later on, they really made a mark on that New York scene. I think anybody who is a fan of that genre or kind of wants to dabble into heavy music, Seisha is a good place to start. That's it. We're back. We're, you know, actually sitting in front of the camera talking to you. When this video is out, we will be in South Carolina and visiting some record stores amongst a few other things. If you were watching our videos last year, you might know. But yeah, thank you for watching. I am Matt. This is Matt. We are Matt.
And Stacy.
You had to say it.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was like...
Yeah, it was like... All right. Good night, everybody.
Hi.
We're on the hunt.
The hunt for vinyl records.
Only there's a little bit of a twist with this one.
Let's get into it.
So if you've watched any of our past videos, you know that my parents are just getting back into collecting vinyl, and I think that's awesome.
So much fun.
So my dad happens to have a list of about 7 or 8 records that he wants to be able to find, or that he definitely wants in his collection. Let's throw that list up now. My dad has done a ton of stuff for us over the last few years we've been in North Carolina, and frankly has not unalived me as a teenager, so like that's a win. So we thought we'd repay him by grabbing at least 2 or 3 records on his list, not all of them.
Yeah, no, you don't want to like take out the fun for him to find them, so.
Yeah, so we went to about 3 record stores in our area, and we decided to go hunting for my dad and ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Our first stop is a record store that's slowly becoming my favorite. I'm not sure about you.
Yeah, kind of same.
This is Broken Anchor Media and Music. It's impossible to go in that store and find nothing that you want.
Right, you'll at least find like one thing. They have a lot of good stuff.
Oh, absolutely. And I heard they were expanding.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for them.
Yeah, they already use up their whole space, so it's nice to see that they're getting the room behind them, and they'll be able to have even more records for us to look through.
Yes.
Quite literally, the second we walked in, we both went, ooh, and you found something on my dad's list.
Yeah, that Pearl Jam 10 album. Oh man.
Classic grunge record.
Absolute classic.
Yeah, so like we can immediately check something off the list, which is great. It's a butt. There was this like reissue of Johnny Cash, Live at Folsom Prison, and I think it was Music on Vinyl that did it, and I've been looking for it and I just can't find it anywhere. I did find another record that was on my dad's list, but it was a little too roached for me. It was just some scratches, and I was just like, you know, I don't want to risk it.
Right, and you want to like that would also be another one that's good for him to find and for him to like check.
Absolutely.
To see, you know, what it looks like and if it's good enough.
I agree. It'll be hard to knock Sorry State off of my favorite.
Yeah, it can't for me.
Yeah, close second. I really enjoyed going into that store. Super friendly owner, like genuinely the nicest dude. And it's cool to feel welcomed in a record store. We'll definitely be going back.
Of course, yeah.
Let's talk about what I picked up, because you actually didn't pick anything up.
No, not at this one, but I was so stoked that I found that one off your dad's list.
Yeah, like immediately. It was so great.
Yeah, I know. So I think I was pretty satisfied.
I, however, found a few records.
Ooh.
The first one I picked up is One Line Drawing, Tender Wild. Love this singer-songwriter. He is hands down one of my favorite. Sad songs, love songs, it's great. I would highly recommend it if you're into that mellow sort of vibe. So this next one was a little surprising for me. Not that I found it, but more so that I bought it. This is a band from my home area that I grew up seeing before they, you know, started touring the world. This is 4 Year Strongs in some way, shape, or form. I'll tell you, I talked a lot of crap about this album when it first came out because I think it was their foray into like more radio-friendly type stuff. And so of course I hated it. I was like, you know, like a cool early 20s guy.
I know I used to be a piece of shit. I don't give a rat's.
And was like, oh, this sucks. This isn't fun. Yeah. And so I revisited it like as much as I could. And it's not a bad album. Is it my favorite 4 Year Strong album? Absolutely not.
Yeah, it grew on you.
It grew on me, and I really like it.
I like when an album like can grow on you.
This like just sold on Discogs for like 125 bucks.
Dang.
Yeah, I picked it up for 35 bucks. Like, can't get mad at that.
No, not at all. And you didn't even know that until you got home.
Immediately after we leave there, we're hungry.
Well, yeah, duh.
So we decide to meet up with Danny and go to our favorite spot. Always a good hang with Danny, and I basically forced him to be our cameraman.
Naturally, we show up at Starstate.
And I knew we were going to find at least a few on my dad's list. But like you said in the beginning, we don't want to just buy him every record on his list because that takes the fun out of, you know, hunting and collecting.
For sure.
So I was looking around. I found Green Day's American Idiot, but I don't really like that album. So like,
wow.
I dug a little bit longer. Got another one. So that's exciting. Soundgarden's Super Unknown.
Another classic.
Classic grunge album. I think the best music video to come out of the 90s. Good choice, Dad.
Yeah, very good choice. I love.
Absolutely.
This is Alice. Is it the one that has the missing?
Yeah, it has the misspelled.
Was it one? Which one? It's missing a track.
No. Your original press does.
They were from where I grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I'll definitely give you
I don't know if I
sale price on them if you're interested there.
maybe.
You know, that's another band that I never got super into, even though I should have, is the Get Up Kids. I dug a little bit more, and I found something that I've wanted for quite some time and just never picked it up. This is Sam I Am, Clumsy. Just listen to it. If you like rock or like early stage emo, post-hardcore, you will love this album. And this is the hand-numbered version, which I think is pretty cool.
What number is it?
It is 190 out of 500.
Oh, nice. 500. 190?
Yeah.
That's a low number.
This is your first pickup.
It is. I was going through the leftover stuff from like record store day, and then behind that he has sale items, and so I was casually looking through the sale items, and normally I don't find things in the sale bin.
Oh my god! We're having a fire sale!
But this came up. Warpaint, Radiate, Like This. It's the newest album of theirs, I think. A couple of times I had considered picking it up, and I just never did. And I found it in the sale bin.
And I said I'd never heard Warpaint, and then you yelled at me and
I
said,
did.
I absolutely have.
I put a Warpaint song on your playlist.
Ah.
It's just a different album.
So I've
theirs.
heard, I don't remember every song. So we're hitting the end of the day. We're both tired, running out of spoons. My fellow spoonies understand what I'm saying. And we were ready to go home. But we pushed Danny a little bit further. The vibes at Poorhouse are immaculate.
Obviously.
It's why it's on our top 5 record stores.
For sure.
We don't always find something we want there, but like we go there and have a good time.
For sure. Like if Rachel's there, good time.
Absolutely.
You know, and our first look was there.
And Rachel was there during our first look.
Yeah,
at our
exactly.
wedding. So like,
it has a lot.
family.
I got family.
That store means a lot to us now.
I didn't find anything on my dad's list.
Your dad recently went there and looked himself, so that wasn't a surprise.
But just because we didn't find anything for my dad at Poorhouse doesn't mean we didn't find anything for ourselves.
You know I did.
What did you pick up?
I went kind of ham
You sure did.
in Poorhouse.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I came across was the Margot and the Nuclear So-and-Sos. I had to look on my Discogs to see if I had this one because I have a lot from them, and I didn't. This is their album Buzzard. It's one of their older albums.
Mhm.
I think it's like 2010.
2010 was yesterday. So.
I know, but it really wasn't. An album of theirs I didn't have, so I was very stoked to see it in the wild. I had to obviously pick it up.
I had a friend give me a Margot and the Nuclear So-and-So record like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It's no longer in my collection, but like I really enjoy what they do.
It's really different and really fun and
Mhm.
just, you know,
Yeah.
meaningful.
So you've heard me say this before. I've been super into video game scores recently, and Poorhouse is starting to sell some, which is nice because again, these aren't official presses, so it's nice to see a store carrying them because no one wants to press these,
Right.
but I want them. This is the Sonic original soundtrack. I absolutely love the Sonic 2 soundtrack. The Sonic 1 is a close second. It's just, when it goes on, it puts me back in this place when I had a Genesis and I would sit in our like den area and just play all day on the Genesis.
So much fun.
It's just, simpler times,
Yeah,
you know?
such good times.
You're about to meet a man who lives his life as though he were a 2-year-old baby.
As soon as I saw it and saw that it was signed, I'm like, I have to get this. I already own it because I am simply obsessed with them though, so I'm gonna give you the other copy I have.
Sure.
This is Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's album. It's called I Said I Love You First, and holy cow.
It's such a great album.
It's probably the top album of the year for me. I can't get enough of it. It's so good and so catchy, and their love is so cute and genuine, and I'm so happy for them.
Reminds me of another couple I know.
Oh yeah?
It's us. What's the joke?
You get it?
Do you get it? Something I knew was going to happen the moment you pulled it out of the shelf. I don't quite get it, but that's fine. Because you like it and that's what matters.
Why don't you get it?
I totally get it. I'm just not going to admit it.
Okay, because she is queen.
Yeah, she is queen.
She is queen. I found a greatest hits of Reba.
Oh, it's got all the hits.
It has Fancy. It has I'm a Survivor. She's the greatest.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I picked it up, I was like, I don't care if I'm splurging, you know, and kind of going a little crazy on this trip.
Yeah.
I need Reba, and I couldn't put back the other ones. So it just happened.
I think this ties into your love of like 90s country.
All of 90s and then the early 2000s country is just top tier.
And Reba just does it for you.
She's right up in the middle of that, and I love it.
You know who she looks like?
Who?
The woman that played Reba on the show Reba.
You complete me.
We want to thank Danny for filming half of our day for us.
Yeah.
We want to thank Poorhouse, Broken Anchor Media, and Sorry State for always letting us film in there and being super cool.
Yeah, y'all are like our top guys, so
Yeah.
thank you so much.
You are the best for Vinyl Reckoning. My name is Matt.
And my name is Stacy.
Y'all be easy. Have a good night.
Bye.
1, 2, 3,
I would eat so much Subway if I worked here. I'm like, boop, goes list. Do I have a booger hanging out my nose right here?
No.
You said no before even looking.
Yeah, because you never do.
Yummy, yummy.
We were lucky enough we actually found one.
Yeah, which one was that?
Sound on my father's list.
For sure.
Absolutely.
My father's list.
My father. I don't know why I said it like that. It's not as low as 189.